Ladies and gentlemen, from ancient times until now, when wealthy people fall ill, their descendants often present bird's nest as a precious gift to nourish their health. And it is not by chance that, since feudal times, bird's nest has been considered a delicacy reserved only for kings and the aristocracy. People still believe that eating bird's nest not only helps the body recover quickly but is also a miraculous elixir that prolongs life, maintains mental clarity, and sustains flexibility over the years. On the other extreme, there is a type of food that appears in the daily meals of most ordinary families: chicken eggs. Not elaborate, not expensive, yet chicken eggs contain a rich source of nutrients that can rival many premium foods. So, between a royal delicacy like bird's nest and a common food like chicken eggs, which is truly the key to maintaining health and prolonging life? In today's program, let's join life's philosophy to explore the scientific truth behind these two types of food to see which is the optimal choice to help you enjoy a healthy and fulfilling old age. First, bird's nest, a gift from nature. Bird's nest has long been regarded as a valuable food with many health benefits. The process of forming bird's nests is special in that swiftlets use their beaks to cling to limestone cliffs to build their nests. During this process, a small amount of calcium from the limestone may be absorbed into the bird's bodies, making bird's nest higher in calcium compared to many other foods. Moreover, swiftlets often build their nests in coastal areas where seawater is rich in magnesium, an essential mineral for the body. Therefore, through diet and living environment, bird's nest has high calcium and magnesium content. These are essential micronutrients that play an important role in maintaining bone and joint health, the nervous system, and metabolic processes. Bird's nest contains a lot of high-quality protein. Not only that, but it is also rich in micronutrients such as calcium and magnesium, which play an important role in boosting immunity, maintaining bone health, and supporting cellular functions. In particular, the vitamins found in bird's nest participate in hundreds of biochemical reactions, helping the body maintain balance and function more efficiently. With these outstanding nutritional values, it is not difficult to understand why bird's nest has always been considered a premium food that helps nourish health and prolong life. Second, chicken eggs, a common food with superior nutritional value. If bird's nest is considered a premium gift from nature, then chicken eggs are a common food but with no less nutritional value. Dubbed the perfect superfood, chicken eggs provide all three important nutritional groups: energy-producing nutrients, micronutrients, and compounds that support cellular functions. What is special is that the proportion of nutrients in chicken eggs is naturally balanced to meet human needs. Chicken eggs contain high-quality protein, rich in choline, an important nutrient for the brain, and are a rich source of essential vitamins and minerals such as vitamin D, B12, iron, zinc, and selenium. In particular, egg yolks contain lutein and zeaxanthin, two antioxidants that help protect the eyes, reducing the risk of macular degeneration and cataracts, two common issues in older adults. Not only nutritious, but chicken eggs also have great advantages in terms of convenience and affordability. Easy to buy, easy to prepare, and suitable for many tastes, chicken eggs have become an ideal choice for daily nutrition. Third, comparison of the nutritional value between bird's nest and chicken eggs. Human nutrition is divided into three main groups. The first group, the energy-producing group, includes proteins, carbohydrates, sugars, and lipids, fats. These are direct energy sources for the human body. The second group, micronutrients, includes calcium, magnesium, zinc, iron, and many other minerals. These micronutrients do not provide energy but are crucial for biological processes, particularly bone development, immune enhancement, and cellular function support. The third group consists of functional support nutrients, including vitamins, which participate in over 600 biochemical reactions in the body and help maintain overall health. Now, let's delve into each group to compare the nutritional value between bird's nest and chicken eggs. 1. Protein content and absorption efficiency. Protein plays a vital role in building and repairing cells. In dried bird's nest, protein makes up about 50%, containing 3 essential amino acids. Lysine, which supports calcium absorption and strengthens bones. Sialic acid, which plays a role in glutathione synthesis, a powerful antioxidant. Alanine, which promotes tissue repair and supports immune function. Although bird's nest has a high protein content, when compared to chicken eggs, we must consider the protein-to-mass ratio. The 50% protein in bird's nest is calculated based on dried bird's nest, whereas the 10% protein in eggs is based on their natural liquid state. If we dehydrate eggs for an equivalent comparison, the protein content in eggs would increase to about 90%, nearly double that of bird's nest. The human body's ability to absorb protein is measured by the digestibility and utilization of protein from different food sources. Among them, chicken eggs stand out with an absorption rate of up to 98%. For this reason, international nutrition organizations have set eggs as the gold standard with a perfect score of 100 for protein absorption. In contrast, studies from Thailand and China indicate that the protein absorption rate from bird's nest is about 40 points, meaning it is less than half that of eggs. This demonstrates that while bird's nest is a rich protein source, its protein utilization efficiency is not as high as that of eggs. Therefore, if the goal is to optimize protein absorption, chicken eggs are a superior choice over bird's nest. 2. Essential amino acids. When analyzing all foods containing essential amino acids, eggs rank at the top. The human body requires 20 essential amino acids, and eggs provide all 20, while bird's nest contains only 3. Another important aspect is the ideal ratio of essential amino acids in eggs, which perfectly aligns with the body's needs. If you need specific amino acids such as lysine or sialic acid but don't know how much to consume for optimal health, eating eggs is the best solution. The ratio of essential amino acids in eggs precisely matches what the human body requires, making eggs the superior choice. 3. Sugar content. Sugar plays an important role in cellular respiration and energy supply. However, sugar intake must be balanced for overall health. Bird's nest contains 25% sugar, a significant amount. However, in today's dietary context, many people consume excessive sugar, leading to health issues like obesity, diabetes, and metabolic disorders. Thus, the high sugar content in bird's nest is not necessarily a nutritional advantage, especially when modern diets emphasize reducing sugar intake rather than increasing it. In contrast, chicken eggs contain almost no sugar, helping to regulate blood sugar levels and making them a more suitable choice for a healthy, balanced diet. 4. Lipids, fats. Lipids, including cholesterol, play an essential role in various biological processes. Although bird's nest is known for its high protein content, it contains no lipids or cholesterol. This means bird's nest does not provide long-term energy from fats, a necessary and sustainable energy source for physical and biological functions. On the other hand, chicken eggs are rich in lipids, particularly cholesterol, with about 186 milligrams of cholesterol concentrated in the egg yolk of a standard commercial egg. Cholesterol is not merely a fat but a crucial component of cell membranes, maintaining their flexibility and stability. Moreover, cholesterol plays a role in synthesizing steroid hormones, including sex hormones and adrenal hormones, which are essential for hormonal balance. Additionally, cholesterol supports the nervous system by contributing to the structure of myelin, the protective sheath around nerve fibers that enhances signal transmission. From an energy metabolism perspective, cholesterol indirectly regulates biochemical processes related to energy production at the cellular level. If the body lacks cholesterol entirely from dietary sources, metabolic disorders, neurological issues, and reproductive hormone imbalances may occur, severely impacting overall health. Thus, in terms of lipid and cholesterol provision, chicken eggs not only surpass bird's nest but also play a vital role in maintaining essential biological functions. Although bird's nest has unique nutritional properties, its lack of fats and cholesterol means it cannot replace eggs in a balanced and scientifically structured diet. 5. Micronutrients. Micronutrients are essential for maintaining health and supporting critical bodily functions. Bird's nest is notable for its high levels of two important micronutrients. Calcium, which supports strong bones and reduces osteoporosis risk, 674 mg per 100 g of dried bird's nest, equivalent to 67 mg per 10 g of bird's nest. Magnesium, which helps regulate heart rhythm, supports nervous system function, and reduces stress. However, a standard commercial chicken egg provides about 65 mg of calcium, nearly equivalent to a serving of bird's nest. If egg consumption increases, the total calcium intake from eggs can surpass that from bird's nest. Similarly, magnesium is present in both bird's nest and eggs in comparable amounts, but eggs have the advantage of better bioavailability, making absorption more efficient. Another critical aspect of bird's nest is its extremely high sodium, salt, content. On average, 100 g of dried bird's nest contains 1,987 mg of sodium, equivalent to 5 g of salt, which is the maximum daily intake recommended by the World Health Organization. This high sodium content comes from the coastal nesting environment of swiftlets, where the nests absorb salt from seawater. While sodium is necessary for bodily functions, excessive intake can be harmful, especially for individuals with hypertension or cardiovascular conditions. In today's dietary landscape, reducing salt consumption is a key health priority, making the high sodium content in bird's nest a potential health risk rather than an advantage. Overall, when evaluating the three major groups of micronutrients, trace minerals, vitamins, and essential nutrients, chicken eggs prove to be superior to bird's nest. Although bird's nest has the advantage of high calcium and magnesium content, eggs match or exceed this while being easier to absorb and without the downside of excessive sodium. This makes chicken eggs a more well-rounded and scientifically supported dietary choice. Egg consumption, nutritional value, selection, preservation, and cooking methods. Returning to the topic of eating one egg per day, if you have already consumed a lot of meat, fish, and fatty foods high in cholesterol, you may not need to eat additional eggs. However, if your total daily cholesterol intake is still below 300 milligrams, adding an egg to your diet is beneficial. Eggs not only provide cholesterol but also contain essential nutrients, particularly 20 types of amino acids. For those with overly strict diets low in protein and fat, regular egg consumption is recommended to ensure adequate nutrition. When the body receives sufficient cholesterol, it functions optimally and does not cause disease. If you enjoy eating eggs but want to limit cholesterol intake, you can consume egg whites, which contain no cholesterol but still provide a significant amount of protein. Additionally, there are egg substitute products made from egg whites that do not contain cholesterol, which is a popular alternative. Choosing high-quality eggs. When selecting eggs, many people wonder if darker yolks mean higher nutritional value. The answer depends on the hen's feeding conditions. If two hens are raised under the same conditions, with identical feed and environment, then the egg with a darker yolk has a higher nutritional value. A deep-colored yolk is rich in keratin, vitamin A, and other nutrients, reflecting the hen's good health and stable hormones. However, if the feeding conditions differ, yolk color primarily depends on the hen's diet. Hens that consume yellow corn or carrots will produce eggs with darker yolks, while those that eat more green vegetables may lay eggs with slightly greenish yolks. If the feed is pale in color, the yolk will also be lighter. Therefore, yolk color is not always a reliable indicator of nutritional value. In developed countries, hen diets are strictly regulated with optimal levels of calcium, magnesium, protein, and essential amino acids to maximize egg nutrition. Conversely, in Vietnam, free-range hens are often considered superior, but this is not always true, as their diets are unregulated, leading to inconsistent egg quality. If industrially farmed eggs follow proper procedures with quality-controlled feed, their yolks can be more nutritious than those from free-range hens. Additionally, consumers should be wary of eggs with unusually bright yolks, as they may result from artificial colorants mixed into hen feed. These eggs are not safe for consumption and pose potential health risks. Therefore, it is best to purchase eggs from reputable supermarkets with clear inspection labels rather than from unknown sources. When it comes to eggshell color, many people mistakenly believe that shell color affects the nutritional quality inside. However, research has shown that whether the shell is white, bluish, yellow, pink, or red, it has no correlation with the egg's nutritional value. The shell color simply depends on the hen breed, so there is no need to worry about this factor when choosing eggs. The truth about first lay eggs. Another concern is first lay eggs, from a hen's first laying cycle. In Vietnam and China, many people believe that first lay eggs are superior. However, scientific studies confirm that there is no difference in nutritional quality between first lay eggs and eggs from later cycles. The nutritional value of eggs depends on the hen's diet and how it is raised, not on when it was laid. The belief that first lay eggs are better is a marketing tactic designed to appeal to consumer psychology. How to identify fresh eggs? An egg is considered fresh if it was laid within the past 1 to 2 days. After 3 to 5 days, it is no longer fresh, and after 5 to 10 days, it is old. If stored at room temperature for over 10 days, the egg becomes highly susceptible to bacterial contamination, significantly reducing its quality. The best way to prevent bacterial contamination is to store eggs in the refrigerator. However, do not freeze eggs, as extremely low temperatures will damage the protein structure. Instead, keep eggs in the fridge's cool compartment to inhibit bacterial growth and maintain quality for up to 10 days. After 15 days, even refrigerated eggs will lose significant nutritional value. When selecting eggs, it's important to note that an egg consists of two main parts, the yolk and the egg white. The yolk is encased by a membrane and is denser than the egg white. The egg white contains high water content, whereas the yolk has lower water content but is rich in fats, minerals like calcium and magnesium, and other essential ions. Over time, water from the egg white seeps into the yolk, making it less firm. This process becomes noticeable by day 3, and by day 10, the egg's quality significantly declines, making it more prone to bacterial contamination. At this point, sulfur atoms in the egg react with hydrogen to form hydrogen sulfide, H2S, producing the characteristic rotten egg odor. Simple egg freshness test. A simple way to check egg freshness is the water test. A fresh egg sinks and lies flat at the bottom. An egg that tilts slightly is 3 to 5 days old. An egg that stands upright is 5 to 10 days old. A floating egg is spoiled and should not be eaten, even if the shell appears intact. Another method is the boiling test. Spoiled eggs often have incomplete, uneven yolks. Additionally, you can measure the ratio of yolk height to egg width. If the ratio is 0.4 to 0.44, the egg is very fresh. If it is below 0.4, the egg's quality has started to decline. If it is below 0.25, the egg should not be eaten, as excessive water absorption has degraded its protein and nutrients. Best egg storage methods. Proper egg storage is crucial. At temperatures below -0.5 degrees Celsius, egg proteins begin to coagulate. At temperatures above 25 degrees Celsius, fertilized eggs undergo embryonic development, which can create blood spots visible under a light. Even unfertilized eggs can undergo changes in high temperatures, though they do not develop embryos. Eggshells have microscopic pores that allow bacteria and viruses to penetrate. Many bacteria from a hen's digestive tract can enter through the shell, explaining why eating raw eggs is unsafe. Once bacteria infiltrate the egg, they break down proteins, causing spoilage. Some amino acids in eggs contain sulfur, which, when combined with hydrogen, forms H2S gas, leading to the rotten egg smell. Optimal egg cooking methods for maximum nutrition. The way eggs are cooked significantly impacts their nutritional value. Boiled eggs are the best option, with 100% protein absorption. Soft fried eggs have about 97% absorption. Overcooked fried eggs have reduced nutritional value, down to 81% absorption. Raw eggs have the lowest absorption rate, 30 to 50%, and pose risks of bacterial contamination, e.g., coli, salmonella. One common mistake is overcooking eggs, whether by boiling for too long or frying at excessively high temperatures. When overcooked, the iron in the yolk binds with sulfur from the white, forming iron sulfide, which the body cannot absorb. High temperatures also degrade proteins and may generate harmful substances. Some people discard egg whites, believing they contain cholesterol, but cholesterol is found only in the yolk. Meanwhile, egg whites provide high-quality protein with all 20 essential amino acids. The best way to boil eggs. To preserve both nutrients and flavor, follow these steps. Do not place eggs in boiling water immediately, as this can crack the shells and cause protein leakage. Instead, place eggs in cold water and gradually heat them. When the water reaches a gentle boil, reduce the heat to a simmer. Let the eggs cook for 5 minutes, then turn off the heat. Allow them to sit in the hot water for 2 to 3 more minutes before removing them. This method ensures even cooking while retaining maximum nutritional value without producing harmful compounds.